Buon dia mundo. It was a extremely early start to today. I drove Jay to Porto Airport this morning and he is now back in England, spending time with his family. His flight was at 6:30 a.m, so it was a very early start, although I have just managed to have a tiny little nap. I've been back a couple of hours now and Story was sleeping when I got back, so I put her down straight away and managed to have half an hour back in bed, although I will be making a coffee very shortly. I think coffee will be my friend to get through today. I'm going to make something to eat, some breakfast, because I haven't eaten yet, and then I need to do some tidying. There are a lot of things that are out and just it's a bit messy in here, so I need to sort that out. Today is just going to be a home day with me and Story and Eden. I just made myself a little portion of oats with soy milk and chia seeds, and I went for a fruit tea. It is apple, strawberry and raspberry. I've got a bit of a headache, so I thought the coffee might make it worse, so I went for fruit tea instead. I've just checked on little Story. She's still enjoying her nap, so while she's all good, I'm gonna get some of this cleaning done, and I've got 4 videos to edit as well, so I need to crack on. And look who's awake! You had a lovely sleep, didn't you? You did. We are just warming up Story's bottle now. She is due a feed. That was good timing, Story. You woke up just in time for your bottle. You did. Okay, got a happy baby having her bottle. We actually think Story's starting teething already because she's gnawing a lot on her fingers and pushing up on her top gum, and she's been getting a bit rosy cheeked and irritable and crying more than normal, so I think it is teething, the beginnings. My mum had actually given me a box of teething gel which is called Dentinox, and I used some the other day for the first time. It's like a local anaesthetic that you rub onto the gum, but to be honest I don't know if it worked because she was crying, so I picked her up, and I don't know if she stopped crying because of the gel or if she stopped crying because I picked her up and she was getting a cuddle, so it's difficult to know if it actually did work or not. I know this is just the beginning stage of teething, so maybe when it's in more full force it might do more for her. Here we are. Good girl. What are you playing with? Hey? Story's finished her bottle and is having a little play in her chair. She's got this new toy that my mum got her. It's called a Baby Einstein Star. It plays classical music tunes, and you can either have it so it plays constantly or it plays a song if she hits it, like with a shake. Do you like it? You like the songs? Yeah? It's also got a flashing light on the face, so it's very interactive. Hello Eden, have you come for some water? No? Oh. Hello, good girl. The post arrived just now as well, the lady brought it, and it is more of our merchandise. We got a Tiny Moments notepad, which I'm very pleased with because I need a new notepad. My one has just run out. I've been using all the pages as much as I can and I can't, there's no space left in it. So yes, I have my notebook now. And we also got ourselves 2 mugs. So yeah, proud owners of our 2 new mugs as well. They're quite good, they're nice size. So I'm going to give them a wash, and then I think I'll wait for Jay to get back though before I use it. Oh, you're still having fun down there, aren't you? Yeah. Whee! Yeah, you did it. Whee! Yeah. Story has worked out that if she bashes her legs into the chair, it makes the music come on as well, rather than just hitting it with her hands. She still doesn't really do that. She's moving her legs a lot, but her hands, she grips things, but she's not really like reaching and hitting and touching things yet. But she's worked her legs well. That's it. Whee! Wow! You got a message for Daddy? What are you going to say? Yeah? What else? Wow. He'll be so pleased to hear that. He will. Yeah. I had been considering a few times about taking Eden out for a walk around the village, but I was a bit unsure about the weather, and I'm glad I didn't go because it has just started raining and it's gone really grey and white cloud and doesn't look nice at all. So I'm glad we didn't go for a walk because we'd be out there in that now story. We would, we'd be getting wet, we'd be running home. Eden will have to wait for her walk, I'm afraid. I don't think you mind too much though, do you, hey? You like being indoors? Good girl. Yay, good girl. Do you want a treat? Come and get a treat. Come on. Okay, do you want stick or biscuit? Stick. It is lunchtime, or it's 2 o'clock. I never know if that's late lunch or normal lunch, but it's around lunchtime, and I have made myself some couscous with some freshly roasted chickpeas and some spinach. And I've got some extra chickpeas there for later. And I just put some salt, pepper and chilli on these ones, so it should be tasty. Just put Story down for her afternoon nap. I gave her another bottle and she fell asleep in my arms after 5 ounces, so I just put her in her crib. She'll probably sleep for about an hour now, so I am gonna do some editing. I'm also going to make myself a coffee. My headache is gone now. I've been drinking lots of water, so that's helped, but I am rather sleepy and I just fancy one now, so I'm going to make myself a coffee as well. Eden is in the hallway keeping an eye on me. We still have some cookies, lemon cookies left over from Linda for my birthday gift, so I'm going to have one of those as well while I do my edits. I've just come outside for a little bit of fresh air and get out of the kitchen. It has stopped raining now and it's looking a bit prettier, a bit brighter out here. There are some very moody looking skies, so I thought I'd come out and just make the most of it while it's not raining. Eden has gone for a little wander up and down the garden, but it is not the same out here without Bluey Caro. I spoke to Jay a little while ago. He arrived safely. The flight actually landed 10 minutes early, so that was good. He was just about to leave with his mum to go and see his dad, so I haven't got an update on how Budgie is doing because Jay hasn't actually seen him yet. So hopefully seeing Jay will put a smile on his face. It does feel kind of strange being here by myself without Jay, feeling like I'm alone in Portugal, even though I've got Story and Eden. And I know I'm not really alone because I've got Vince and Linda and people that I can call on the phone if I need to. But right here, right now, I am alone in Portugal and it's weird. Having the issue with the Mazda and having to rent the car highlighted some issues for me. I ended up feeling very scared about driving to Porto to drop Jay off at the airport by myself, or with Story, but technically by myself, with no backup, and I felt like I'd had my support network taken away from me. But it made me realise how much I rely on Jay for things, and I perhaps shouldn't. With this kind of life that we've decided to live, we need to be able to do things like this independently of each other. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that if the tables were turned and it was me that needed to go back to England, Jay would not have hesitated at all to drive me to the airport. The little bean woke up mid-chat. Did you want to come and join in? She's got funny hair today because I didn't brush it after I gave her a bath this morning. So it's sticking up, isn't it? It's a bit like Daddy's hair today. So back to what I was saying, I was scared to drive to the airport for a number of reasons, and I honestly knew in my head that I shouldn't be scared because I know how to drive a car. It's nothing new. But I was building it up in my head to be a bigger deal than it actually was, and I started to get very panicky a little bit about it. In the end, it all worked out absolutely fine, and I got myself and Story back to the house in one piece. It made me realise though that I shouldn't ever shy away from things like that I feel scared about. I should face it head on before it becomes an issue. I should have driven to Porto before this happened and got some practice, or knew what it was going to be like. For Story's sake as well, I don't ever want her to feel like she can't do anything. So I need to be able to set a good example for Story, to not be scared and to face my own fears. And I can't tell Story not to be scared of things if I'm scared of them. So today I did face a little fear of mine, and that saying of doing something every day that scares you and get out of your comfort zone and all of that. It is true, it does work, because the longer you fear something, the worse it's just going to get, and you'll make it into a bigger fear than it actually is. So I am glad that I ended up driving to Porto. I guess all these things happen for a reason. The Mazda braking was my push to face one of my fears. While I've been out here talking, can you guess what Eden done? Donut under the lavender bush. Silly Eden. Good girl. While I'm out here, quick temperature check. It is 17 degrees. Not bad at all. Okay, I am going to end the vlog for today. I've got quite a bit to do tonight. Story will be going down to bed in about an hour and a half, and I have to edit and do stuff. So I am going to say goodbye for today. Please check the links below in the description to check out our merchandise store, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as always, and subscribe. That would be lovely, and we will see you tomorrow, won't we, Story? Should we say goodbye? Bye. Oh, good girl. Should we have a last look out the window, Story? Hey, watch the sunset.